Could it actually happen? Can a 7 seed,
Yeah.
really win an NBA championship?
It sounds kind of crazy, right? History tells us no.
Totally. We've seen, what, 2 8 seeds even make the finals? Knicks in 99, the Heat just last year?
Right, but winning it all from the 7th spot. Never been done.
Never. But maybe that's about to change. There's this new force, this team up that has people talking. Jimmy Butler joining the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, the buzz around them is pretty undeniable, even as a 7 seed. The material you sent over, it really paints this picture of a team completely transformed.
Exactly. It feels different this time.
Like a sleeping giant suddenly poked awake by, maybe the ultimate playoff performer.
Absolutely. So today we're going to unpack that. We've got this great analysis looking at why there's so much hype. It breaks down Butler's impact, that wild playing game against Memphis.
And their first round series against Houston, placing it all in that historical context of, well, massive playoff upsets.
So our mission, really, is to figure out why this Warriors team, the 7 seed, is suddenly looking like a contender. And how much of that is down to Jimmy Butler?
Yeah, let's start there. The whole playoff Jimmy thing, it's not just talk, is it?
No way. The analysis really hammers this home. It's a real phenomenon. This guy just elevates when the playoffs start.
The numbers back it up consistently.
Okay, let's look at that. Because the difference is pretty stark. In 30 regular season games with Golden State, he hit 30 points just once.
Right, just once.
Then comes the play-in game. High pressure
Yeah.
against the Grizzlies. Boom, 38 points.
Yeah, the analysis argues that performance alone put the entire league on notice. Like, okay, he's
Here, and this isn't new for him. We've seen this before, right? What does his history tell us about this?
Oh yeah, definitely not new. Go back to 2020 with the Heat. Regular season high was 38, okay? Then round 2, game 1 against the Bucks, Giannis was MVP that year. Jimmy drops 40. Giannis only scored 18 in that game.
Wow. 40.
And then the finals against LA, those 2 games the Heat actually won. Game 3, 40 points, 11 boards, 13 assists. Just incredible.
A monster triple-double.
And game 5 wasn't far off. 35, 12, and 11. It's clutch performance defined.
And it wasn't just a one-off finals burst either, right? He kept that intensity up.
Exactly. Fast forward to the 2022 playoffs. His scoring average jumps from 21.4 in the regular season way up to 27.4 in the playoffs.
This is a significant jump.
And then last year, 2023, as an 8 seed against the top seed Bucks again.
Yeah.
He averaged, get this, 37.6 points per game for the series.
37.6.
Yeah.
Against the number 1 seed.
Yep. His regular season high that year, 38. Same pattern. He just finds another gear. It's consistent.
So the question for everyone listening is, why? What do you think happens? What flips that switch for Jimmy Butler come playoff time?
It's fascinating. Like, a completely different level is unlocked.
Okay, so let's talk about his immediate impact on this Warriors team. He joins them, plays 30 games, and their record in those games is 23-7.
Yeah, 23-7. And if you project that pace over a full 82 games, you're looking at like a 62, maybe 63 win team, which would put them right near the top, maybe the 2nd seed overall.
So the 48 wins they ended up with, it makes them feel seriously underseeded, as the analysis puts it. They're better than their record suggests because of when he arrived.
Definitely seems that way. The timing of his arrival meant they couldn't climb higher, but the quality of play was there.
Okay, so how did that translate to wins on the court? It can't just be him scoring more points, right?
Yeah.
There has to be a team effect.
Absolutely. And the analysis gives a great example. A play from that Grizzlies game. Butler drives.
Okay.
And immediately the defense collapses on him because it's playoff Jimmy.
Right.
They know the threat.
Crossed off the drive.
But instead of forcing it, he makes the smart read, kicks it out to Draymond Green, who then finds Steph Curry wide open for 3. Bang!
Crucial play.
Yeah.
And it highlights that gravity he has. Defenses just get sucked in.
Totally. And the analysis points out it wasn't just Draymond and Steph open there. Podge Kenke, Moses Moody. They were also open.
Wow. So his drive created multiple options. That shows incredible awareness and, frankly, trust in his teammates.
Exactly. And it's not just when he has the ball. The source material talks about his off-ball game, too.
Like what?
Cutting hard to the basket, setting screens. Setting actual physical screens for Steph Curry.
That's huge. You don't always see stars doing that consistently. Some guys just want the ball in their hands, iso ball.
Right. But this Warriors team, especially with Butler, thrives on movement. There's that example of Steph getting a 4-point play.
Oh, yeah.
Because the ball was moving, players were moving constantly, and Butler's presence, his willingness to screen and cut, enables that kind of offense.
And didn't he set a key screen for Steph late in the game?
Yeah, the analysis mentions that specifically. Butler screens for Curry. Curry gets free for a huge three.
Yeah.
And what does Butler do immediately after setting the screen? Crashes the glass. Positions himself perfectly for a potential offensive rebound, a tip-in. Just textbook winning basketball. High IQ, high effort.
That kind of stuff wins playoff games. So thinking about this teamwork, this movement, what do you think? Does this make the Warriors a whole different beast now in the playoffs?
It certainly seems that way. The synergy is key. And we haven't even talked much about his defense yet.
Right, the analysis gets into that too. His defensive impact, even without the ball. How the defense is kind of freeze up watching him.
Yeah, frozen is a good word for it. We saw it in the play-in.
Like Jaren Jackson Jr., right?
Yeah.
DPOI candidate. Just lets Butler cut back door for an easy bucket. That was surprising.
Very surprising. Or when the defense focused so hard on Butler that Quinnen Post was left completely alone for a three. Wide open.
It's that classic pick your poison thing, isn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, the analysis details that sequence perfectly. Butler scores, gets an N1 with a pump fake. Okay, next play down. The help defense hesitates. They don't want to leave another Warrior open because Butler might pass.
So they stick to their guys.
And Butler gets his own miss for an easy tip-in. You double him, he finds the open man, you play him straight, he scores.
It's a nightmare for defenses.
Right.
So this two-way impact, the offense, the defense, how unique is this threat the Warriors now pose? What are your thoughts on that?
It makes them incredibly versatile and difficult to game plan against. Which brings us to their first-round matchup.
Houston Rockets.
Yeah.
And let's give them credit, they finished really strong, 20-10 in their last 30 games. That's good basketball.
Definitely. They found a rhythm. You can't discount that.
But the analysis we're looking at is pretty blunt about it. It says it'd basically be a lie to say Golden State doesn't have a great shot here.
Yeah, it's a strong statement. And what's really interesting, the betting odds.
What about them?
Despite being the 7 seed, the Warriors are actually the favorites to win the series against the 2 seed Rockets.
Favorites. Wow. Okay, that tells you something. Why so much confidence in the lower seed, especially against a hot Rockets team?
Well, I think it boils down to everything we've just discussed. You've got the Curry playoff factor, which is legendary.
Sure.
And now you add playoff Jimmy, who's proven time and again he elevates his game. Plus, the chemistry seems real even in a short time. Playoff experience and that kind of star power, it often outweighs regular season momentum when things get tight.
Makes sense. And the analysis is crystal clear on Butler's own motivation here. He's not just happy to be there.
Not at all. He wants the whole thing, a championship.
You look at his past finals runs with Miami, incredible efforts, but they fell short.
Right. And that quote mentioned in the analysis, we didn't win nothing like we were supposed to. That tells you everything about his mindset. He feels like he has unfinished business.
Which loops us back to that huge question. Can they actually do it? Can this Warriors team, as a 7 seed, pull off the unprecedented and win the title?
It's the million-dollar question. And you can't talk about Warriors' title chances without focusing on Steph Curry, too.
True. The analysis notes his own game picked up significantly in those last 30 regular season games after Butler arrived, averaging almost 28 points, nearly 6 assists.
Yeah, up from about 22 points and slightly more assists earlier. The suggestion is pretty clear. Butler's arrival didn't just add points. It seemed to reignite Steph and the whole team's belief.
The comparison used was a supercharged Andre Iguodala.
Yeah, I like that. Someone who fits perfectly alongside Steph, does the dirty work, defends, makes plays. But with Butler, you get a much bigger offensive punch, too.
So if this all clicks, if they go all the way, Steph Curry gets championship number 5.
5 rings.
And the analysis brings up the inevitable debate. Does that make Steph the best point guard ever over Magic Johnson?
The big one. Magic's got the 3 MVPs, the 5 rings already. His vision, his impact, it's legendary.
But Steph changed the game. 5 rings would be monumental. It adds a whole new layer to his legacy. So what do you think? If Steph gets that 5th ring, does he take the crown from Magic?
It's tough. Magic's playmaking was maybe unparalleled, but Steph's shooting revolution and sustained dominance, 5 rings would make his case incredibly strong. It would definitely fuel that debate for years.
We definitely want to know what you listening think about that. If Steph gets number 5, is he the point guard GOT? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, jump in on that one.
Okay, so wrapping things up, we've seen how playoff Jimmy is a real thing, how he's seamlessly fit with the Warriors, boosting their record and their overall play.
Right. The strategic depth he adds, that pick your poison problem for defenses. it makes them dangerous, way beyond what a typical 7 seed looks like.
So the historical odds are stacked against them. No 7 seed has ever won it all. We know that.
This team feels different, doesn't it? You have the Curry factor, the Butler factor, the experience, the chemistry clicking late. Could this be the year history gets rewritten?
It's a compelling thought. Is this the year a 7 seed finally breaks through, not just makes the finals, but wins the whole damn thing? What other X factors could pop up?
Injuries, matchups down the line, always unpredictable.
So many variables. We're really keen to hear your predictions. Can the Warriors actually pull this off? And definitely weigh in on that Steph versus Magic debate if Curry gets another ring. Drop your thoughts in the comments.
Yeah, let us know what you think.
And hey, if you found this deep dive useful, if you enjoyed the breakdown, do us a favor. Hit that like button and subscribe for more analysis like this.